So real talk, have you ever been playing your Switch and been like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if like this, rather than being a fun video gaming device, was a place you could physically go into and enjoy? Well, have I got something to show you. If you ever have the opportunity to go to the Nintendo New York store, you absolutely have to go. This place is so freaking cool. I mean, besides all the exclusive stuff you can buy, there's also like a ton of history here and all sorts of awesome things to see. Now, I happen to be kind of passing through New York City on my way to visit some family, but that kind of gave me the excuse to stop in, especially because it is the 35th anniversary of Zelda, so I had to see if there was anything big going on. I will say that sadly, as of recording this, which is the end of July 2021, there was nothing big going on in the store for the 35th anniversary. Kind of a shame. I did ask the people who worked there, and they said that they didn't know anything as of right then and there. I will say that last year, the Mario 35th anniversary, that actually wasn't really announced till like later in August or September, so I'm still kind of holding out hope. Maybe I'll come back and visit if something's going on. But as of right now, there is nothing big going on for the 35th Zelda anniversary at the Nintendo New York store. That's not to say there isn't any awesome Zelda stuff to see here. I mean, Skyward Sword Remake just came out, so obviously they have a ton of cool backdrops and things you can take pictures of. They have a really cool Master Sword that you can kind of see on display here, and all sorts of really neat stuff related to Zelda, just nothing specifically for sale yet. I will say that there is enough stuff, though, here to pique your interest. One thing you're immediately going to notice about this place is like really cool are the little details. I mean, of course, there's huge statues all over the place. There's cool like art and all sorts of things on the walls. But even like when you look at the elevator, it has little Mario Kart characters going around it. All sorts of weird little stuff like that. I swear, like every time you blink and look around, you notice something different. And that just really kind of like opens up your senses, keeps your eyes peeled, keeps your ears open, because like you keep noticing these cool little things. And I swear, like, even though it's kind of a small store, I feel like you could be in here for hours just noticing stuff. And of course, there's awesome merchandise. Besides everything you just saw in the huge pan-over shot of the whole store, there's different specific sections for each kind of major franchise that Nintendo kind of stands on, the major pillars, if you will. Like right here, for instance, they have this whole Pokemon section. And one thing that really stood out to me is if you're a Pikachu fan, you would not be let down here. There's so many different kind of Pikachu plushies you can get. It's kind of insane, but you know, that's the kind of place this is. Of course, you can't stop at the merchandise. This place also really delves deep into the history of Nintendo. I mean, this cabinet right here is one of my favorite things to check out when I'm here. As you can see on this particular side, it goes through all of the home major consoles from top to bottom. Granted, the way I filmed this kind of zigzag, it kind of is backwards if you're reading them in order of what you see, but it's literally every console from the beginning to the current Switch. It is just so cool to see all these different things in one place. A little bit of history here. They have the dates on it. It is a very, very cool thing. I love this part of the store. But arguably, the cooler part is maybe the other side of the shelf, and that is the handheld section. Now, the reason this stands out to me maybe a little bit more is because they go into such detail with like the cool collector's editions. Now, of course, they're starting out with the Game & Watches, which is, really kind of the foundation of Nintendo gaming. But, as you get to the bottom, you get to see more and more collector's editions, weird odd and end kind of handhelds, especially when you get to the bottom with the DSs. Oh my god, this part is so amazing. But I mean, it's cool. I love seeing all this stuff, and to be honest, this is the first time I personally ever saw the Game Boy Light, which has made me kind of want to get one, so that's something I'm gonna be looking out for. But this is not the best part. This is actual, legit history. This has been in, different kind of books and things. You may have heard of this. This is a Game Boy, an original Game Boy that was damaged in the Gulf War. I guess an explosion went off, but it is still functioning. It still works. It's playing right now. It's always playing, in fact, in New York City, playing Tetris. Just a testament to how durable and how awesome Nintendo products are. Another thing that's kind of new to me is this huge Bowser statue. It's obviously a photo op kind of spot. One of the cool things you gotta check out when you come to the store. They have a lot of stuff like this, but this one really stands out by being so detailed and so massive. But yeah, that's the Nintendo New York store. 2 floors of heavenly bliss. So cool, a lot of history, a lot of neat stuff. You can buy stuff that normally sells out. They had the Skyward Joy-Cons, for instance. It's a neat spot, and if you have the opportunity, you need to make your way to New York. It is totally worth coming to check out. It is one of the coolest places I have ever been. And that was my journey to the Nintendo New York store. Now, this was actually my second visit. I will say that. So I had been before, but man, it is awesome to go there. It's always cool to be there. If they do something awesome for the 35th anniversary, I may have to road trip back up there, because, I mean, for me, it is 3.5, 4 hours. I mean, New York City is kind of a hassle, but it's a cool place, and I would not want to miss that for the world. But hey, what'd you guys think? Is that a place that you want to visit one day, or have you been there? Let me know in the comments down below, because to me, it is a really cool kind of video game haven. Hey, once again, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. That'd be the best. But hey, as always, my friends, take it easy.